I created this account to talk about problem gambling.
I blew my whole month's wages in 45 minutes basically.
And as more money was coming in, then I was even starting to get loans, things like that, payday loans, everything.
£1.7 billion is lost in gambling every single year. From homes getting torn to fraudsters trying to wash their dirty money. Gambling is one of the most detrimental and corrupt businesses in the world. And today, I'm going to prove it to you. But first, let's talk about what gambling actually is. Gambling is risking something that you own, which in this case is money, and risking it for something much larger than the value that you put in. The only catch is there is a fixed percent rate if you actually winning, so you have to get extremely lucky to win in this case. I'm going to deposit £20 into a gambling site and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So the £20 in, let's go gamble it and see if I get lucky. So what we're going to be doing is gambling on Big Bass Bonanza. I've won on here a couple times before, so hopefully we get a bit lucky. I'm going to prove to you that it's rather unlucky or you get first time luck. So 40p spins. Watch how fast this £20 goes down the drain. See, there's absolutely nothing happening. Already down to nearly £16, £4 gone already. 1-2 spins. So we're about to be basically £10 down now. That's £10 gone. This is exactly my point. Oh, won £4. Okay, so that's the only thing. So obviously we've got to keep going. We're down £10. We're getting a little bit lucky. This is what I'm trying to say. We're not winning anything huge, but they're starting to pay us a little bit. Right now we're probably about to be like done now. Oh no, wait, yeah, you see. 60p spin, that's it, it's done now. Now, usually with people that are addicted to gambling, they always have one thing in common that I've personally noticed, and it's rather they have an addiction to alcohol or drugs, or they have bad mental health problems, which is usually stemmed from alcohol or drugs. Now, this is the most common theme with all of these gamblers, because when you have an influx of alcohol or drugs, you get something called a come down. Now, what this is when you have drugs or alcohol, you have a high release of dopamine. And when you don't use drugs or alcohol, that's when you start to feel sad due to the fact of you have no more dopamine left. However, with gambling, it gives off the same effect of dopamine that alcohol or drugs gives off. Hence why it's so addictive and people abuse gambling rather than just having a bit of fun. Because when I personally gamble, I put in like a little £15, £20, maybe £30, and I just do it one time. If I lose, I lose. If I win something, then I'm happy. It's a free takeaway. But people view it as this is their way to make money. And they believe that they can genuinely make a career out of gambling. But I promise you, there's a reason why gambling is called gambling, because you're not set to win. You're taking a chance on something rather than a certainty, which I don't personally support. I've seen people, and people have messaged me before, and they've told me personally that gambling has absolutely ruined their life. They've spent all of their money trying to feel that rush and that happiness and that thrill in the moment, getting overstimulated by the fact of numbers pinging everywhere, slots are going off, they see monies tallying up everywhere. It's absolutely crazy. And I see how somebody could get addicted to it. It's the same way with YouTube analytics. I'm addicted, I watch the numbers, I love it all. But people just go absolutely crazy for gambling. And on top of this, a lot of these big gambling companies will tend to take advantage of the people that can't sit there and control their gambling addiction. All they'll do is give free spins. They'll keep reeling them in, same way that they did to me. They keep giving you little 80p's, little 40p's, so you get like an extra spin or two. You're sitting there gambling. Then that's time when you put more money in. It happens every single time. Essentially, all of these gambling sites are just selling you a dream. It's a fixed percentage rate that you will get something big, whether that's 1 in a million of chances, whether that's 1 in 100,000, or 1 in a gazillion chances. Either way, it's a fixed rate, and you will never ever really have a chance to get this, as gambling is pure luck based. And when you see all of these big streamers you will notice that they tend to win millions and millions of dollars. Like Aiden Ross, for example, he used to sit there, gamble all the time, especially because he was sponsored by Kick. But one thing that you don't see is how much they put in. You always see how much they pull out. Let's look at Drake as well. He's gambled millions of dollars, but he's also lost millions of dollars on the exact same bets. However, regardless of everything that I just said, there is a much, much darker, underneath the surface story that you need to hear. Now, another major issue that happens with gambling is that there are a lot of fraudsters that will try and wash their money through every gambling site they possibly can use. So what they'll do is they'll go and deposit their money to sites like this. This is stake. And then they'll rather go on slots, or they will go on actual tables like blackjack or online poker, and they will just, doesn't really matter if they lose their money, but they will try clean as much as they can without losing it all. And the way that these people actually clean it is that they claim the money that they won from gambling is gambling profits, when in fact they've probably washed dirty crypto money, or they've added somebody's bank account, gambled with it, and then pulled it out of their account. So on paper, this looks like a legitimate cause of proof of funds. So if we go look at some more gambling sites, for instance, so as I said, this is stake. There's one here called Ducky Luck Casino. And now, if you're somebody who's got their head screwed on, does this honestly look like something that's legitimate? I mean, what do they accept? American Express, Dogecoin, every bank card, wire transfer. They even got Tether. Bro, they basically have everything that someone would need to wash their money. And let's look at another one, for example. This one here. $6,000 welcome bonus plus 100 free spins. A crate account, deposit and claim bonus, play and win. See, gambling's not just about people washing their money, it's actually about people scamming you for your money instead of people actually using the site to clean their money. And also, a lot of these companies are not made by legitimate people. They're made by people that have dirty money, and then they'll spend like $1 million in crypto to start up the gambling company. That's how much it costs, and you can essentially make a way to clean all your money if you're a criminal through here. A lot of these sites look exactly the same as each other. You will notice they will have a big amount of money that they tell you that you can win, but it doesn't actually stop there, because not only are these people trying to target vulnerable guys, but they're also trying to target kids. I mean, there's CSGO trading websites now where people are placing bets. Like everyone's placing their stuff live. Look, so we can watch this live happen right now. So here we go. Let's see what they get. Basically nothing. Look at everyone that's just lost. 120 in total. Man, this is exactly my point. But it's not just for games like CSGO, but there's also Roblox trading as well. There's hidden things that people do, like they'll put Bitcoin drainers on certain Roblox trading websites, and as soon as you open your crypto app and you go to send a payment to someone to make a trade, that's the moment where all of your money will get wiped out, and it will go straight to the scammer's account. That's how easy it is that people can take your money. Now, it doesn't just stop here, because it gets 10 times crazier than scammers trying to rob kids out of their money or rob vulnerable people out of their money. People actually go to the lengths of studying human psychology to figure out why someone's addicted to gambling and why they should carry on paying their site to try and get more money out of them. So common examples of this is literally what I showed you before, where they say $6,000 plus 100 free spins. However, as soon as you sign up and you add money, they require something else. Like you need to put in $100 and spin before you start getting your free spins. And then once you play $100, you're gonna lose it, because that's how the game's trained. They will make sure that you lose that $100 so you don't get your free spins, and they might just lock you out of your account. This is exactly how some of these gambling sites operate, and it's a very common theme between all of them. Big gambling sites will invest millions into research to figure out why a human brain will release so much dopamine on a specific slot or a specific game. Is it something to do with colors, the way that it moves? All loads of different things. combine and make a mixture, and that will give reasons to the average working person onto why they should put money into their site. These huge gambling sites are taking advantage of just regular people every single day, because you have people that are addicted, and yes, that is their own fault. However, it's not very ethical, so to speak, when you're encouraging people to gamble and gamble their life away. And then you just have people like criminals that just wash their money, and then you just have the people that don't really care about it too much and they